Sunday and welcome to another video for Creative Smile Stamps. Today I would like to make a card that is closed with some twine because I got some twine from Annie's Paper Boutique. This is trendy twine and they come in the most gorgeous colors and color combos, and I wanted to use the twisted teal. Just, you know, I'm totally addicted to teal and I think this twine with the dark and blue teal looks so nice. I use a piece of bezel craft cardstock, but I do not fold it in half, but score just a little piece of it and then make sure to make another score line that makes sure that the card is slightly smaller than the usual card because I want it to overlap. I want the sides to overlap a bit because we will be making a closure technique today with that twine. Okay, I took out the Hip Hip Hooray paper pad from American Crafts because there are some papers that really go well with that twine. There is some teal paper that really worked well, but I wanted to have some yellow because, you know, I'm a sucker for yellow and teal together. So I picked one of those papers, one of the yellow papers, and then I cut a panel that is smaller than the larger part of the card front, you know, and I wanted to have rounded corners. So I rounded the corners on that panel and also punched the bottom of that with a Fiskars border punch. I think it's the lace punch or something. And I think this just adds some interest. I was looking for border punches some time ago because I really love all the borders out there, but I do not have a lot of them. And I don't think I use them a lot. I should use them more often because I think those borders really add a little something to every card. Okay, I attached that right to the front of the card without any dimensional adhesive because I really want it to be flat. That makes it easier to close and open it. And I also rounded some of the corners on the card base. I took out the Creative Smile stamp set that is called Jungle Fever because I want to use the cockatoo. And I stamped the cockatoo with Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and then I started coloring with some markers. For the yellow markers I used Delta and Touchscreen markers because I have some nice yellow shades of those companies. And then I added also some teal with some Copic markers. So as you can see, I think a cockatoo has to have a yellow some feathers for his head and also a yellow beak. And usually I think most of the cockatoos are white, but I wanted to add some more teal that works very well with the twine, so I took out some Copics just to add a little more interest with that teal color. I made sure the colors would match the twine, and then I started coloring, and I have no idea why this happened, but the Memento did react with the Copics, which does not happen very often. It does happen, but I think it's like 3 times in a year. I'm not sure. I added a lot of color with the sketch pens, and I think that the Copic sketch add a lot of color. And then I used the colorless thunder from the Delta markers, and I'm not sure what really made the Memento react, but it started bleeding. So I stamped the cockatoo again and then dried that with my heat gun first before I started coloring. The funny thing is that the Memento color only reacted with the teal colors, not with the yellow ones. So it should have been dry enough before I started coloring the teal. But yes, okay, it happened, and I just colored that again, cut that out without leaving a border, just really fuzzy cut it, and then I used my black Pitt Artist pen in B to go around the edges to make sure no white edge would show up. I used the speech bubble from the Friends in the Wood sets, and I have the VersaFine ink now. I didn't have it for a lot of years, and I always used my Simon Says Damn black ink to get a really black impression. The good thing about the VersaFine is that you get a very crisp and black impression, but it does not stain your stamp. So I'm now totally a fan of the VersaFine ink. I used some dimensional adhesive for the cockatoo and also for the speech bubble, and then I adhered that to the right front of the card because that is the larger part. And I wanted to have everything going on the bigger part of the of the card. Okay, now let's get to the way that I want to close the card. You will need some brads and also a circle punch, some sturdy cardstock, and your twine. I used some Audrey Blue cardstock from Simon Says Stamp for two reasons. The color Audrey Blue really matches the Twisted Teal twine very well, and I think that the Simon Says Stamp cardstock really has a nice, it's very sturdy, so I think it's 100 pound, I'm not sure. I love it. I took out two yellow brads, and then I cut slits into the brads and made sure they are kind of centered, and then I also cut slits to the two pieces of the card, the two front pieces of the card, and then I tried to attach the brads to the card. It's pretty easy. You don't have to buy something new, because I think all of us have a circle punch and some brads. In fact, I have too many brads and I don't use them at all. So I think having a lot of twine is a good idea, because I will be making some more cards like this. Then I took the piece of twine and some glossy accents to adhere the twine underneath one of the circles. I could have done it on any of the circles. It doesn't matter if you attach that to the left or to the right side. I took the brad off again to make it easier for me. Then I used the glossy accents, adhered the twine, and then pressed it on with the brad again. And I gave it some time to dry, but I want to show you that this is the way that you can close your card. You can do it like on cross, or you can just do it straight. And I also wanted to decorate the inside of the card, so I took a piece of white cardstock that really that just fits in there, attached that with some tape runner, and then I stamped a sentiment that is from the Jungle Fever stamp set, and that says, "Hope your day is." Then you can pick one of the sentiments, like special, amazing, crazy, or lovely, and I picked the special because I think this is a nice sentiment for a birthday, or just for a friend that you want to say, "I'm thinking of you." So you have the cockatoo saying hi there on the front, and inside it says, "Hope your day is special, just like you." But as I said, you can also have it say, "Hope your day is lovely, just like you," or just "Hope your day is lovely." I think those mix and match stamps are kind of fun. Please let me know if you like sentiments for mix and match, or if you like sentiments just ready to stamp. Okay, and then I closed the card, and that finished the card for today. I hope you got inspired and maybe you give this technique a try. I think this log really adds some interest to the card. Thanks so much for watching.